The fuck is up, boys? This is your boy Young REZZY, not because I was young, but because I was growing up in front of your eyes. Pleb life entities, man. I'm back to back with these like I never left, man. We back with the Matrix side, but I gotta go a little higher this time. Kakaroto-sama! Hell! Beta-sama, what the fuck did you say to Chaosu? Bulma-sama? Anyways, guys, listen, I got another one for you guys, man. We're gonna keep this one under 10 minutes, so let's fucking go. I went 13 yesterday. We're gonna do this one in 10. Man, I was talking to this girl that I grew up with, man. I like these videos, man. I like these videos because there's nothing planned. You just jump in the car, you talk, man. There's nothing. You don't own anything in life except your fucking memories. You know what I mean? That's it. Those moments that you have, and sometimes those moments, you could write them down and you could think of them, or you could just let them out. And I was talking to this girl that I grew up with, man, and we know each other pretty well, but she called me vivacious. You know, she said she thinks I'm on coke. I've heard that one a lot. And I was just like, no, I think when I meet someone I like, you know, I just let it all out. And here we are. Listen, man, Yango, Palango, Double Lift Tango decided to let it hang go yesterday. And it was pretty crazy, man, because when Bjergsen retired, it was kind of like, I didn't really feel anything because Bjergsen's like that fucking apprentice pretty boy, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm Bjergsen at work. It's hard to say anything bad about the guy. You know what I mean? But outside, fuck it, you let it hang. And Bango, I was tough on the guy. I was so tough on the guy his whole fucking career. You know, I gave it to him because getting the big bucks, fuck it. If I'm getting Yalango's salary, I'm gonna fucking learn the whole Chinese alphabet. I'm gonna fucking go to Korea, come back, do all that shit. I'll learn all 5 fucking roles. You know what I mean? So I was tough on the guy. But he retired yesterday. He called retirement, which was kind of surprising because I just heard him say a month ago that he didn't plan on retiring and he wants to play and he wants to keep playing and him and Bjergsen bros for life type shit. But he retired and I left him this nice post that took me about an hour to write. And in the post, because I always used to call him double lift the sleight of hand, the fake, you know what I mean? You think you saw, double lift is a card trick, it's a sleight of hand. You think you see some shit, you didn't actually see some shit, you know what I mean? That type of shit. So I always used to say, you know, you do all that talk and you don't show up though, you know what I mean? That's the sleight of hand, that's the real card trick, you know? I went after this guy. There's no other pro that I really hammered except Double Lift. And, but man, I left him a nice post yesterday and, I didn't want to be tough on him anymore because he's done. He did what he had to do. And in my post, I wrote something along the lines of, you know, you weren't a card trick. You were the magician that this game needed. You know what I mean? And you never, you bent, but you didn't break. You know, and I said something crazy like, you know what I mean? You were dealt a certain hand, but you never ran from the Joker. The Joker could be whatever. It could be mental health. It could be whatever. You know, a clown, someone scary, someone nervous, whatever. And then I said, you know, I took the fucking precision tree and I flipped it. And you know, I said, although cut down, you know what I mean? Through tenacity, he was triumphant. A conqueror who slayed his baron outside of the game. Some shit like crazy shit. Twitter.com/REZZY_LOL. Shit was fucking Shakespearean. And the reason I said that, guys, is because if you don't know Double Lift has a really fucking interesting story, dude. It's a story that hits the feels. I'm not one to sit here and talk about people's personal lives. Do your own fucking research. All I could tell you is it's a sad story. It's certain parts of it are traumatic. Like, it's serious, you know what I mean? And to sum it up, you know, Double Lift had his, you know, Asian parents. And listen, dude. When you go into a fucking gaming cafe and there's all Asians, it's hard to, you know what I mean? It's hard for them to stand out. And that's not racism, because if you walk into a shawarma shop in fucking Egypt, everyone looks the same there. You know, I used to stand out in high school, you know, in university, because I go into the fucking gaming room and everyone would think I'm fucking trying to rob them, but I'm just trying to play League, you know, all the Asians, oh, Winston-sama, and I'm like, yes, it's me, Winston-sama, you know, fuck it, dude, I just roll with that shit, and it worked out. But, Double Lift's story is, he wanted to game, his parents weren't supportive, he was like, fuck this, I'm running away from home. He started hitting people up like, hey, I need housing. I just got kicked out. He moves in with Travis Gafford. And I compared fucking Travis Gafford to Stephen A. Smith. And fucking shout out to Xbox Auto 1000. He was fucking laughing his ass off. And I could, from his comment, I could tell that he was laughing. You know what I mean? Because it was pretty funny. But Travis Gafford, it was his boy, you know, the commentator, fucking Stephen A. Smith. Fucking dog shit Stephen A. Smith. Let's be serious. Shit stain Steve. Travis poo-poo pants. Fucking boring ass interviews. I love you, man. Love you, Trav. Fucking falling asleep, dude. Shit, man. Real talk. But anyways, guys, Travis was like, hey, move in with me, man. And Doublelift ignored him. Then he moved in with him, you know. And it did his fucking videos. Travis is posting videos of them fucking eating cereal, cuddling together on the bed. I don't know what's up with all that. But he moved in, you know. He found a place, and League was his only option. He needed fucking League. You know what I mean? He like a lot of players play League because they were good and they're like, fuck it, I can be someone here. You know, in Doublelift's, you know, in his little soliloquy that he put out, he's talking about how he used to get bullied, and Lee gave him an opportunity to be that man that he wants to be and to take the step. You know, he moved in with Travis, and then from there on, you know, he's been in this shit for 10 years, man. He's a 5-time NA champion. You know, he's always been performing at the highest level. A lot of people, they can't handle it after 1 to 2 years, like, fuck it, pack up. A lot of us are Rain Man fans, man. Rain Man was in there for fucking, like, 6 months, and he was like, I'm out of this, bitch. You know, but Doublelift was here for 10 years, man. He jumped on a lot of organizations. Afro Mu at some point, there were supposed to be bros for life, was he went to CLG and it was like, hey man, me or him, you know. And the cool thing about Doublelift, man, the one thing you have to take away from this guy's story is that he took the leap of faith. That's what you have to respect. A lot of people, their backs against the walls, like, fuck it, I'm just gonna work at Walmart and it is what it is. No, he was like, fuck that, I'm gonna become what I want to become here. He's gonna take that leap of faith. You know, he's someone who said he got bullied and he was awkward, and he even said it in an interview. He was just like, yeah man, if I didn't do this, I'd probably still be awkward, I'd probably still be socially anxious, I'd probably still be, you know, getting bullied, but I did this and I wanted to do this and I need this. That's what you have to respect. You know, we get on this guy because of, you know, his lack of winning internationally, but the fact that you take that leap of faith says something about you. You know I didn't take that leap of faith directly into going full-time content creation, but I took the leap of faith and being like, hey, I have a job, you know what I mean? I've been out of here for a while, but I'm gonna come in here fucking guns blazing and see what happens, you know? And people respect that because you need to be tenacious, you need to be ferocious, you need to be vivarous. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I think I just made up that word. Anyway, that's what I respect about Doublelift, man. And shout out again to Xbox Auto because he laughed about comparing Travis Gafford to fucking Stephen A. Smith. But let's compare Doublelift to Mike Tyson. How about that one? And I'll tell you why. He's like Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson grew up and his parents were fucking prostitutes. They were sex workers. Mike Tyson was locked up 38 times before the age of fucking 13. You know what I mean? The guy had like the worst mental health. And he was a champion by fucking 20. The youngest champion ever. You know, and that's what you have to respect. The story, the work that's put in, the fact that you stayed around. You know, I tell people, hey man, give me respect to the fact that I'm still here. The fact that I didn't, you know, squeal and squirmish and find the first door out and run. You know, I stayed the course. Doublelift stayed the course. Doublelift was tough. Doublelift didn't give up. Dude, I don't get that much hate, but when someone hates on you for being you, it can kind of bother you. You know what I mean? But Doublelift is someone who's telling you, I'm not this tough guy. And he gets shit on and shit on and shit on when he fails. You know what I mean? And this is just a gamer, dude. This is just someone who, you know, has, like, his personal life is tough. You know, it's tough. Go look it up. It's tough. And the fact that he stayed it out and the fact that he's made all these accomplishments, he can turn around and represent for gamers. Like, that's someone I could stamp and say, hey, man, that kid's got fucking heart. You know what I mean? That kid's tough. He tried to go all out. You know, we don't know how hard he worked. You can't talk about what you would have done if you were in someone's shoes if you were never in those shoes. You know, it's all perspectives. It's all what you think and what you did and how much effort you feel like you can put in and burnt out and all that. So, in the end of the day, man, respect to Yalango, Chalango, Piliango. You know what I mean? Rest easy, man. Enjoy your retirement. I'm talking to him like he's gonna watch this video. Fuck that. My own fans don't even watch my own videos, but it is what it is, man. You know, those are my thoughts on it. And I tie it back to, you know, you don't really ever know someone, man. You don't really ever know someone. You just judge what you see. You judge what, you know, a lot of people will run with the crowds. They Doublelift's washed up. Hey, you suck, man. But, you know, this guy goes from a kid that's bullied with these fucking binocular glasses, you know, it looks like he's staring through a fucking pasta jar, to a guy who's talking shit confident. Nobody can fuck with me on some Mike Tyson shit. I'm the best. Everyone is trash. I'm the GOAT. Ain't nobody doing it like me. You know what I mean? He's fucking his boss's girlfriend. Dude, listen, man. I talked a lot of shit about Yang Palang in my past. But Doublelift, he gets a fucking stamp in my book. And he might not be pleb life, but at some point he was a fucking pleb. Pleb shit.